Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Admiral Haycock, I just want to follow up on something you said. You're saying the first in class, might meet specs, but often what comes after that is not so great. I mean, don't we write contracts well enough that if they don't meet the specifications on the second ship, that they don't get paid? I mean, what kind of contracts does the government write here? I know the 110 contracts, boy, that was pretty poorly written. I don't know why the government can't protect the taxpayers better. So why would you say, well, gee, we're concerned because the first in class might meet specs and be great, but after that they're going to create some crap and we're going to have to pay for it?
I think my comments may have caused you to misunderstand.
Okay.
It's not that the first in class is good and everything that follows is not. It's actually it's the opposite. The first in class is a challenge because it's the first one you've built.
Right.
There's a lot of learning that goes into it.
Yeah, but if it comes out well in the end.
We almost always find ways to improve it and to make it more effective and more efficient and usually affordable. So the follow-on ships become better and better as they go along. Usually the first in class.
But couldn't the contract allow for design changes that are within certain parameters? I mean, you're not totally redesigning the ship between 1 and 2.
That is accurate, sir, yes. The contracts are written to provide that sort of flexibility.
Yeah.
We don't completely redesign or rewrite things.
Yeah, but I mean, you could anticipate that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now, Admiral West, apparently Admiral Sumkov did answer a question I had, which is, are the Russians militarizing some of their icebreakers? And the answer was yes. And my question is, I saw that analysis where you could save a lot of money, but it's an irrevocable decision. I mean, once you've not militarized the icebreakers, then you're out of luck unless you want to build a different ship or a pretty much dramatically changed ship. Don't you believe that at least some of these icebreakers should be militarized? I mean, given the potential for conflict in the Arctic.
I'm not sure, sir, to quite be honest with you. I know in the operational requirements that I saw, the Coast Guard's 15, there was some small armament there, the ability to ward off ships and take on small ships. I think you have a whole different design if you want to make it a warship and not an icebreaker. So I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not necessarily talking about a warship that is designed for war fighting, but something that is robust enough and has defensive capabilities. We, in World War II, we were dumping, mines off the backs of, ships that weren't armed or were lightly armed to try and get the German U-boats. I mean, some sort of capability. I mean, if we're having to lead a convoy or something through the Arctic, escort ships would have to be provided. They're going to have to follow, and then if they get the icebreaker, which is whatever, lightly armed or doesn't have defensive capabilities, then they're in a tough spot.
I think the operational concept for a icebreaker in a wartime environment is an interesting study that should be done.
Okay.
But right now, the ships that are being designed do not have that capability.
Okay. All right. Study that needs to be done. All right. That's something to take under consideration. Thank you. Appreciate it.